Hi everyone, I'm using the Mystical Moments for our weekly reading from the Monday the 27th of May through to Sunday the 2nd of June. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. There we have three of dropped out there. So Monday we have the Wheel of Fortune. Tuesday, the King of Pentacles. Wednesday, the Death card. Thursday, the World. Friday, the Magician. Saturday, the Knight of Wands. And Sunday, the Ten of Cups. Also, the Ace of Swords is wanting to come out as well. So we have Monday, the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the card that is connected to Jupiter, the planet of expansion, of luck, of spiritual growth. And Jupiter has been in Taurus for the past 12 months and moved into Gemini on the 26th of May, so Sunday, so the day before, so yesterday. So Jupiter has newly entered Gemini, so coming from Taurus, which is an earth sign, very slow moving, all around our finances, our comforts, our friends, everything to do with this physical life. And as shifted now into Gemini. Gemini is an air sign, mutable air. So we're going to feel this shift. So Jupiter moving into Gemini brings in wisdom. It brings in higher learning, communication, telepathic, with communicating through telepathy, a quantum leap in our evolution. Jupiter is very beneficial in the mutable signs of Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces and Gemini. So it's very beneficial there. And it brings freedom to Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. So they are the cardinal signs. The fixed signs of Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus and Leo are can feel very unstable, because it's the air sign is very flowing, but once they let go and start to flow, there is beautiful expansion in their lives. So this is beneficial for us all. It's bringing in luck, it's bringing in change. We're going to feel this shift. It's the planet it's the holding planet that holds us up. It's the largest planet in our solar system. It's the father planet. It's Zeus. So this is a time where we're going to feel this planet shift into Gemini. So we're coming from our bodies, our physical, up into our heads. Jupiter can expand, so making sure we're not over exaggerating things, to really listen to our thoughts, allow those thoughts to connect with the higher realms, and to really ground ourselves during this time, because we're coming from the ground, we're coming from the earth sign, fixed air to mutable air, fixed earth to mutable air. So if you feel a little bit ungrounded, if you feel that your mind is running away, just ground, bring yourself back into center. This is a perfect time for writers, for artists, for poets, for any kind of communication. So the Wheel of Fortune on Monday, from this shift of Jupiter going into Gemini on Sunday, we're feeling this now, and we're feeling it in our mental. So this is a breaking down of our mental, tapping into the spiritual wisdom that's coming through with this transition. Lots of learning, lots of motivation, and I just feel with this shift into Gemini, it's a breath of fresh air. So feel that, feel the breath of fresh air, feel the lightness, allow ourselves to flow, knowing that we are being assisted and embraced by the cosmos. Tuesday we have the King of Pentacles, and he is stood there on the horns of the stag, surveying his environment, again anchoring positive thoughts into this earthly, into our earthly bodies, into our earth star chakras. He is up there in the sky, he's high. So again, with Jupiter shifting, we will have these thoughts, these epiphanies, these wonderful ideas, the words for our books that will start to come through, creating wealth and prosperity in our lives, just to remember to stay grounded. And he is there really happy with everything that he has created. And this is the thing with Jupiter. Jupiter loves gratitude. When we start to pray with gratitude, then Jupiter listens and brings in gifts. Wednesday we have death. So this is a transformation. Parts of our lives, as we started this journey, lifetimes we've been doing this journey, parts of us have fallen away that are no longer relevant in our lives. Our shadow, the death of the ego, the dark nights of the soul that we've all been visiting during these transformations, as we let go of an essence of ourselves that was so ingrained. We've had to open up and trust that wherever we find ourselves is going to be beneficial, that's going to bring us joy. And as we learn to have that faith, we start to transform, we start to fly and experience life from a soul perspective, knowing that whatever comes into our lives, whatever challenges, we know that it's a soul experience, and we're here to transform it. We are here to heal the karma. And as we heal that karma, there's a death of that, so that our soul is resurrected, and there is a resurrection that happens within us and all around us. And we're all starting to see that now. If we look back through the months, the years, we're all different now. We are stepping more in our faith. We are listening to our intuition and allowing our intuition to guide us. It's becoming loud now, and we're paying attention to it. And as we pay attention to our intuition, a part of our controlled mind and the trying to force things falls away. And as we listen to our intuition, we're guiding into places that are so expansive and so joyful. So we're all allowing the old to fall away now. We're allowing the ashes of the phoenix. We're allowing those ashes to just fall as we tend and ignite the fire within as we start to transform and rise. Thursday we have the world, so there's a completion happening, and this is the card of Saturn. So Saturn is in Pisces, and Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces is the ocean of consciousness, the sea, the fish. Closing out those old structures that we built from our mental, from the illusion of our thoughts, the projections that we place in our world. All those are dissolving now, and we're starting to see we have a new vision, a vision of light and moving up through the dimensions and receiving the wisdom from Atlantis, the wisdom from the teachers of Lemuria that we're all tapping into now, remembering where we have come from and being grateful for everything that we have gone through, the wisdom that we have attained, that is shifting us into a new world. We're creating a new world with every single thought, every loving thought, every compassionate behaviour, our words, especially with Jupiter now moving into Gemini, our words, our spells, and they hold a vibration that will go out and create our world, create our reality. Learning a new language, or remembering our language before it was contaminated with negativity, with sarcasm, with whatever brings our vibration down. So things are closing out. We are having a death. There's a change coming into our lives. And sometimes those changes may look like we have to take that leap of faith. And that's what I feel with this. It's taking that leap, that quantum leap. Because as we are focusing and really listening to those beliefs that we have running within us, and changing them if they're not in alignment with our vision. So we may have a vision, but then some belief or some doubt that is running through us. So we will constantly miss the mark. Now it's to really fine tune ourselves, fine tune our words, our thoughts. Jupiter in Gemini, our thoughts, our consciousness. Really speak from that place, from our hearts, and allow the old now to close out. We don't have to worry. If we find ourselves worrying, we've stepped back into the past. We step back into an illusion. So during this time, really cleansing our thoughts and allowing Jupiter, because Jupiter will expand anything. If we want to worry, we'll find 1,000,001 things to worry about. If we want to have those positive thoughts, they will really enhance our life, enhance our bodies, enhance our health. So there's a closing out, and I just feel any blocks that have been in our mental, any thought forms, in our mental that are blocking us from our higher self are now being cleansed. It's a death of those thoughts, it's a cleansing of those thoughts. The Magician on Friday. So Mercury is in Aries, together with Chiron. Again, Mercury, the Magician, this is connected to Mercury. The Magician, again, our words. And this is a message that comes through time and time again. To really listen to what we're saying to another and to ourselves. If we're finding fault in a person, if we're finding fault in ourselves, that is taking us down into a wound. When we start to use our communication and weave our magic with our words, our behaviours, our thoughts, weaving that magic into our lives. So the Magician reminds us that our thoughts create our reality. Our words create the world we live in. To really embrace the joy of our words, of our life. Feel the harmony within our bodies, within ourselves, and allow that to pulsate into every area of our lives. So things are changing as if by magic. And Venus moved in. Venus also moved into Gemini on the 23rd of May. So we have Venus in Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini, these two positive planets that bestow so many gifts upon us of love, of growth, spiritual growth, allowing our minds to fill with those loving thoughts, to see the best in everyone and everything around us. Mercury is in Aries. This is the first planet, the first sign of the zodiac. So Mercury is in Aries, really starting to find energy behind our words. Chiron is also in Aries with Mercury. So these two, Chiron, the wounded healer, helping us to find those words. And I know my throat chakra is changing. The frequency of my words are changing. So we're all going through these changes. And as we do, as we speak from a higher frequency, we start to bring that higher frequency into our life. As if by magic, things start to open up. Jupiter, the planet of opportunity, things start to open up. Saturday is the day for us to stay focused. You can see that she is going through that firing. She has got to keep that focus as she goes through the centre of that firing. The ones are Sagittarius. We've just come through that full moon in Sagittarius when so much energy came through for our growth and our expansion. Sagittarius is the half horse, half male, the centaur, really with his bow and arrow, focusing on the horizon, that pinpoint precision, not missing the mark. Every time we have a scattered thought, we will miss the mark. We will miss the centre. So reminding us as we're going through these shifts, things changing in our lives, things changing in our bodies, to really stay focused on the higher purpose of everything. So Saturday, keeping aligned. Again, the Knight of Wands, things starting to move. The Knights bring change. So things starting to move. And taking that leap. I just feel a quantum leap. As we're making this shift, we feel that there is such a distance from where we are to our next step. And to stay focused on our next step, but by staying focused and being centered in peace and in gratitude and in love. So we are constantly, as we stay in alignment with love and peace and gratitude and joy in the moment, regardless of what is occurring around us, we're staying conscious. So that conscious energy will start to manifest in the next moment of our lives. And no matter what challenges we may find ourselves, we see miraculous changes. We see things, challenges resolving miraculously. Sunday, the Ten of Cups. And this is a beautiful card of the rainbow. And these two lovers holding each other. The cups are all about our love, about our emotions, about our connection with spirit. You can see they're in that ocean there. And I always see the ocean as consciousness, and it's nice and calm. So as we stay calm during the energy that is shifting all around us, as we stay calm within, we then create a field of calmness all around us, an ocean of infinite love, of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and the fish there swimming around, and they're holding each other close. And with the planets now all starting to move into Gemini, so we have the two beautiful planets of Venus and Jupiter, but Mars is going to move in, and so all the planets, and Sedna is in Gemini. Sedna, the young girl who ran away from home, whose father went to find her and went to take her back home. And as he put her in the boat to travel over the ocean, a storm started to grow in the sea. The sea became very turbulent, and the boat was starting to rock. So to save his life, the father threw Sedna out of the boat, and she clung on to the sides of the boat, and he chopped her fingers off to save himself. And she sank down through all the turbulence, through all the stormy water, into the depths of the ocean, into the stillness. And as she sat there in the stillness at the bottom of the ocean, she transformed into the goddess of the sea. All her limbs turned into sea creatures. And with this card, this is what I'm feeling. When we stay calm, regardless of what is happening around us, that's when we tap into our superpower. That's when we tap into the goddess or God that's within us. So no matter what we're facing this week, to remember to sink in to the stillness within. And as we do, this is what we manifest. So there's a week of transformation. The Death card here. So whatever may come up, know that it's going to bring powerful evolution. It's going to awaken us within into our spiritual gifts, into divine love. And Sedna is a planet that moves through the cosmos, through the galaxy, and something like 11,000 years. This is her orbit, and she's in Gemini now. So she's travelled the galaxy, and she's bringing this information into our mental, into this earth sign of Gemini, for us to download and to find that peace within. This is a time of downloads, on a in an epic way of finding that stillness, bringing through the wisdom from the farthest reaches of our galaxy down to the deepest depths of the ocean. So these are beautiful cards that are really bringing us into the awareness of the strength that we have within, of the resilience that we have within, regardless of what challenges may be occurring around us. So yes, I feel a breath of fresh air as Jupiter has moved into Gemini, as Venus is there, really working on our thoughts and our beliefs, beautifying our thoughts and expanding our beliefs. So a wonderful, oh, and then we have the Ace of Swords, and there you go, the keys there. Again, it's the air sign, it's all this Gemini energy, the sun's in Gemini. So this is a time of socialising, of the twins, that's what came through, the twins, with Venus being in Gemini. The twins, the soulmates, now more than ever coming into our lives so that we can move through our lives as a pair, with love to share, to give. So this is a wonderful week of setting our intentions, letting anything that is not of our intentions to dissolve and fall away. Even the words, if we want to tell someone that they could do something better, just let it fall away and take out all the positive and speak about the positive as we're moving through this time of immense death and rebirth. So I'm sending so much love, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you.